God bless you guys. How's everybody going? How's everybody going? How's everything going for everybody? It's a little bit late right here. We are at the church still. And, I'm telling you it's late, and it's the daytime background on the green screen. Sorry. Anyways, guys, here I am doing a devotional. I'm sitting here printing some stuff. Sharon is with a couple sisters in the pantry, getting things ready there, setting things up over there also. And but other than that, we are just being really busy, guys. I'm sure by now you guys know that we have been uploading things for the prison ministry. Things are just going full blast, pedal to the metal. God is just opening doors, and it's kind of left my head spinning in a good way, So we've had this sermon series about the parables of Jesus that we started off last week, and doing the Bible studies on Wednesdays on the rise and fall of kings of Israel, and just kind of gaining from that and learning from that. Then we started the prison ministry, which was just an idea, and it just, when it's God, it just takes off. And it's like, I was watching this movie where they found this wild horse, and you jump on the horse, and you just better hold on for dear life. And that's kind of what it feels like. I feel like this ministry was just this idea, and all of a sudden we jumped on, and boom, we're on the ride of our life, and it is, let me share with you today. I just looked at the stats, and let's see here. Oh, no, I don't have it here. It's on my computer over there. But basically, oh, no, I think I sent it to my email. Give me 1 second here, guys. I really want to share this with you. There it is. So I checked the analytics of the Pando app a few minutes ago. The original video that was released a week ago, 42,852 views. Sunday sermon, which is the Parables of Jesus Part 1, 15,048 so far. The video we released this morning, 11,656. And then I just released, I kind of put together me talking to Pastor Moses and Pastor Thomas. I just released that an hour ago, and it's at 200 views. Total views, 69,100 views, 83 salvations, and 8,059 subscribers. I know it's a lot of numbers, but it is just incredible, I wanted to talk about it a little bit more during Bible study, but I didn't want to take too much time because it is a work night and people got to get to work, and I don't want to hold them there hostage while I'm doing a Bible study. But basically, what's really surprised me is the fact that it humbles me. The fact of this is that we had already given up, guys, as far as, ministry, prison ministry. I mean, yeah, we were able to go into the Texas prison twice with with Brother Julio down in Texas. But other than that, it has been just complete, like a brick wall, like a complete brick wall. And I just didn't see it anymore. I was just telling Sharon that God showed me back then when I was in there that a great revival was going to happen in the prisons. Matter of fact, I had a dream about it, and I wrote it down. It was so long ago, I don't even remember, but I remember having a dream and writing it down and sending it to my mom and my dad. And I have to search for it because I have a lot of my stuff put away, letters I mailed and whatnot. And I saw this. I'm not saying I saw the app or the tablets. Tablets didn't even exist when I was in prison. I mean, smartphones didn't even exist when I was in prison until I got out. I think the first iPhone came out, the first generation iPhone. But the Lord showed it to me very clearly in all of these years, I kind of gave up on it because I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it because and I'll tell you when it really declined my faith as far as a revival ever happening and God raising up leaders in prisons. When the pandemic hit, every visit to the prisons were stopped. Nobody was going in, and they were not in a hurry to let anyone back in. Matter of fact, to this day, there's a lot of regulations that are stopping ministries from going in. And this is a huge deal because I get it. There's some bad people in there. I get it. There's some people that are predators, literally killers. But for the most part, man, I met a lot of good people that made some really bad choices, and they now, because of pandemic, had nobody preaching to them. And we are talking millions of people. We're not talking about a few thousand. We're not even talking about a few 10,000. We're talking over 2 million people incarcerated in this nation, and none of them were being ministered to. I should have Googled exactly how many are incarcerated at any given time in the United States. Let me see. How many? Because I want to get this right. How many incarcerated in U.S.? Let's see. When was this written? 2024, March. So 2 months ago. Together, these systems hold over 1.9 million people in 1,566 state prisons, 98 federal prisons, 3,116 local jails, and 1,323 juvenile correctional facilities. 1.9 million. Pando app reaches 1.3 million. So nearly 2 million people are incarcerated in this country, and 80 to 90% of them have release dates. They will come out to your city, to your neighborhood, to your streets, to your church, to your workplace. And the gospel was not reaching them. 1.9 million. So those of you that live in California, San Jose is about 1 million people. I'm probably off by a few thousand. So more people than all of San Jose are incarcerated. More people, definitely, maybe twice. So maybe San Francisco 2 or 3 times. That's a lot of people that are incarcerated. And I just couldn't see it, and especially after the pandemic. But with this changes everything, guys. And why do I keep making such a big deal about this? It's because I know what it's like, and I'm a product of it. And I know what the enemy can do with somebody's mind in there, and I know what Jesus can do with somebody's heart in there. And it is just something very exciting, and pretty awesome, so just continue to pray for us, guys. We are slowly getting the last few supporters that are going to be monthly supporters, because I just had a conversation to get it into CDC, which is the California Department of Corrections, including 41 other states. So basically most prisons that don't have the Pando app available will have the other app, Indovo, and that's the one that we are going to get into. Matter of fact, I talked with them today and talking again with them tomorrow about June 1st, starting off and getting into all those places of incarceration, and it's just amazing, guys. It's amazing. So anyways, I wanted to just share a little bit of a psalm with you guys, and we'll go from there. In Psalm 116, It says, I love the Lord because he has heard my voice and my pleas for mercy, because he inclined his ear to me. Therefore I will call on him as long as I live. The snares of death encompassed me. The pangs of Sheol laid hold on me. I suffered distress and anguish. Then I called on the name of the Lord. O Lord, I pray, deliver my soul. Gracious is the Lord, and righteous our God is merciful. The Lord preserves the simple. When I was brought low, he saved me. Return, O my soul, to your rest, for the Lord has dealt bountifully with me. You know, this is why I like to read Psalms, because basically what you're in a way, you're reading somebody's journal. I'm not sure if you know what that means, but basically journaling is basically talking to God, journaling with God, writing down things you want to ask him, and then writing down what you're hearing back. And it's this conversation with your God. And when I read Psalms, it completely reminds me of journaling. Because, I mean, this person that wrote it is writing directly to God, saying, I love the Lord because he has heard my voice and my pleas for mercy. You know, and then it goes, because he's inclined his ear to me, therefore I will call on him as long as I live. You know, I know sometimes we ask things of God and we don't get a direct answer, or we don't get an answer as fast as we would like. And we get frustrated and we start thinking like God's not hearing us or whatever, you know. And I shared something today, Bible study. I pointed out the keyboard that we have in the church. And we bought that 7 years ago with faith that somebody would play it. And maybe at times it seems silly. Maybe at times like, man, you wasted money, you know, a few $100s for that keyboard. And but we always had faith that somebody was going to use it. And we're so excited because this Sunday, somebody is going to use it. We have now young musicians that have become a part of this church that just, it almost feels like out of nowhere. And maybe it's not exactly when I wanted it to happen, you know, but at the same time, it happened in a time where it has to happen. Hold on. Abraham's, hold on. I can't believe, I guess I should have told him that I was doing a devotional. I think he's back there with Sharon in the pantry, and I don't know. They probably wanted me to go back there. But I didn't let him know that I was recording. It says the snares of... So anyways, the second verse that I had read, the third verse, the snares of death encompassed me. The pangs of Sheol laid hold on me. I suffered distress and anguish. And then I called on the name of the Lord. O Lord, I pray, deliver my soul. You know, and this is a person that I like to, you know, I don't know enough to know whether this was written down or this was just something that was remembered and memorized, almost like a song. Because many times people say that Psalms are actual songs. Because you know how it's easier to remember song lyrics when you put a melody to it than just remember words. So most likely this was a song that they sang. But at one point, it was somebody's feelings. It was what somebody thought. It was what somebody felt. You know, and again, it's a journal. This is why journals are so important and so key, because it helps you to remember, because you write a journal, you date it, and it helps you to remember things that God has done for you, or times when you felt down, or times when you were in joy, times when you were lifted up and encouraged, and it documents it. It's like a Polaroid camera that captures a moment. And that moment, it's like it captures, it's weird because a photo is interesting if you really think about it. It literally freezes time. That's incredible. You couldn't do that 200 years ago, 300 years ago, 500 years ago, when something happened, you had a great moment or a great laugh or a great time, or think about this. 500 years ago, when you loved somebody and they died, there was no photograph. You would eventually forget what that person looked like. As close as you were to them, as much as you loved them, as much as you were with them every single day, every moment. But when they passed, their memory would fade, and then it'd be no more. In a way, when you journal, there's these moments with God that a journal is like a Polaroid. It's like a photograph that lets you kind of capture what you were feeling in that moment that you will never again get back. But the beauty of a journal is you have it forever. Whether it is the questions you have of the Lord, the request you have of the Lord, the prayers you have to the Lord, and then the answers back, what you hear coming back, what you hear him say, and then you write it down. And that is very important, guys, because there's going to come a time and a moment when you're going to need that reminder. Like, do you have pictures of maybe your kids and they're grown now? And sometimes you're just like, I need to bring out my box of pictures. And you just need to sit there and reminisce. And even though the pictures are old and faded, you still like seeing that frozen in time moment. It takes you back to that birthday party, to that Christmas, to that day in the park, that day in the lake. And it almost lets you relive it and see your children once again small, running around, playing. Well, a journal is your box of pictures. And you can go to your journal anytime and reread moments that you have had with the Lord. You can pray every single day and never journal. But it's like having all kinds of memories that you never took a photo of. And in time it'll fade. But when you journal, you're technically taking a picture of that moment with God. And I think that's important, guys. And when you read Psalms, you can almost see the author taking a picture, making a song out of it, making a melody out of it so they could never forget it. So that way later on, when they go back to it, they can relive that moment between them and God. So anyways, guys, with that, I'm going to see what Sharon is doing. I'm going to see what they're doing over there. I'm not sure if they need my assistance or my help or if she's ready to go. But anyways, I wanted to give you guys a devotional. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. So much is going on, guys, and we're just excited that you're along with us for everything that God is doing. And the church is growing. The church is growing stronger. People are rising up to lead. It's incredible. Anyways, guys, God bless. Thank you so much, and see you later.